Are you all using clean feed for your backgrounds? Is there any,
What's up,
if there's
everybody? How you
free
doing,
backgrounds?
stream? What's that?
You mean Chroma Cam?
Yeah.
Chroma Cam. Chroma
That's
Cam.
what I got.
Stream looks good. Oh, I didn't see what my computer's doing. See if I'm
I just go outside and build a campfire over here to the side and sit by the campfire.
So how's y'all's week been? You guys
Boring.
All right.
actually it's been pretty hectic for me. I mean, not like work hectic, but like helping my friend like build his a computer and put on modded Grand Theft Auto and hunting all that crap down and it's like you know how long it is to download stuff and upload and find and d. I bet you I got 25 hours into helping him. Most I was just sitting there watching shit happen, but and Gorgio, what's happening on Tuesday? Tuesday night, call from the deep. Uh, I'm Drake Takes, and these are our players up here on the top. You've got Marbanya, who's playing Squall, and Krell is played by Matakuri. And then we've got
Oh,
Caesar playing Scuzzer. Ember is played by Sven, and Nostagamus is played by Valtrix.
Hey guys.
All experienced Fantasy Grounds and D&D 5e players. So when I kill them this session, they can't whine because you
Oh,
know. No, actually, so let's do a little like rewind. Who wants to kind of guide us through what's been taking place? What is your character's view of what's been going on? Like, um,
well, we've been fighting everybody, and I think it's becoming obvious that there's some of them we've been fighting that maybe we shouldn't be. These Githyanki are attempting to drive these mind flayers, I guess, off the planet as well. So
off.
we found some, yeah,
Just to
some
just to
enemies of my
clarify,
enemies type deal.
you guys know that the Gith Yankees mission is not to run them off the planet, but to make them cease existence. That's their mission. So,
Yeah, to exterminate
yeah,
them. Yeah.
completely out of the universe.
Right.
So,
So, and we've been jumping from city to city to city trying to, we know it's coming, but exactly when, what, where, and how, and all that is
well,
yet
you
to be
guys
determined,
found
I
a
guess.
map in the wreck of the Sea Goddess, which was near the crashed vessel in Gunderland of the Mind Flayers. So, the Shahagan, you think, are probably part of this too, somehow? Because those Shahagans that you've encountered definitely weren't your atypical Shahagan. You know, they usually
Well,
not that adventurous, if you want to say, you know what I mean? Not that. Now, did come across some, irreverent in the wreck of the Sea Goddess who, I think, somebody make a deal with him? Hmm.
Yeah, we're supposed to find his staff or something, or he might
Yeah,
hunt us
yeah,
down eventually.
yeah, and I think you guys kind of forgot about that a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
but we
Did
had
he
like a
even
year,
forget
so
about it?
that's after the
Yeah, you
campaign
got a
ended.
whole year. I got plenty of time to find that. Just murder me and my whole family. That's okay, no problem.
We're just prioritizing.
So you found this map, and on the map was three cities: Neverwinter, Waterdeep, and Baldur's Gate. Underneath the map, let's toss up that map. I got shit open everywhere. Here it is. The translated map that you had translated now is up top was Neverwinter, and that is the name of the aboleth that was under the library deal in Waterdeep. However you say it. And you guys know that a pirate ship, or a ghost pirate ship, commanded by a gentleman named, wow, Engorgio with a subscription. Thank you. A little Prime action. Thank you, sir. 2 months. Yeah. What's that, Marbani?
You asked about the conch earlier, and if I remember right, we were going to give that to Lady Silverhair.
Well, we-
Silverhand.
We offered it to her, but she didn't want it. She said that it would be better if we kept it.
Who's
Actually,
got it, though?
actually, she says it does not belong to her. It belongs to the Pasha. So she cannot keep it
Well,
as the leader of Waterdeep. It just wouldn't.
so then let's take it back to the Pasha and just camp out and watch his place.
That's an idea, but we've got a few other things to do before that.
'Kay.
Neverwinter was the aboleth. You came down to Waterdeep, and the conch. You guys found out that somebody had reported a conch stolen, and you went to investigate. Your immediate actions on the conch change the path of that magical item. And now you guys are about to find out why. As we zoom out to the harbor of Waterdeep and to what they call the let me share this map with you. The Deepwater Harbor Beacon is what you guys were moving out towards. So you had a Shahagan raid on the docks, and they were, looks like they were trying to capture people, random people, sailors, civilians, dock people, whatever. They were like strapping something on them. And when you went down and you recovered some of those people, they were actually breathing underwater. So whatever the device is that's on them allows them to breathe underwater. So technically, I think you guys have a few of those if you want. They didn't actually give me a magical item for them or anything, but we can make one. They're a carapace of water breathing or something like that. But I would say they're limited in time or something, but we'll go over that if you guys end up using one or something. We'll figure all that out. But so I think Krell and I think you were by yourself, weren't you, Krell? Out there
I
at
was
the
out-
beacon.
Yeah.
So these there was the longboat that two separate parties split off on the longboat. About equal size party. The one party that you guys fought at the docks, and another one that went out towards the beacon. And Krell flew out towards the beacon after most of the combat had been completed. And you guys pulled the civilians out, or whoever they were trying to capture, and finished off killing the sharks and the Shahagans that were trying to get those people away. And got up on the dock, and then see Krell out, who's been out there now for about 10 minutes, right? So you can see that that the second encounter, or the second group, swam down, and you know rumors there's a city under Waterdeep in the harbor entrance, but that's about all you know. You're like, growing up, you're like, I don't know nothing about underwater, and now you're an underwater bird. You're like a duck now, right? Krell's turning into a duck. His beak's getting more rounded.
Penguin.
No, your wings are still big, so you're not penguin, and more like a duck. So, what I mean, you know that that's a big group that went down there. So I don't know if you want to go down there by yourself or what are you hanging on the beacon?
No, I'm
like
gonna wait.
it's like kind of like
I'm gonna
a
wait.
a light beacon that signify it's a marker in the harbor.
I'll wait for the rest of my party. I just wanted to make sure that I could monitor what they were doing as much as possible.
I need a perception check. Do you have dark vision? Does Crow have dark vision?
I do not.
You don't. So I need a perception check at disadvantage, if you could, please, sir. See how well you can see down in this deep water and what's going on. Well, that's actually pretty decent. You dropped a 19, but you still ended up rolling a 12, so that's a decent 20. So you see that there's way down below where this group went is it looks like a cave entrance in the floor of the harbor that kind of is down that you would go like swim straight into, and then there's a cave entrance kind of down underneath. But these guys stop short of that entrance, and you see, let me look up something. You see that they kind of are having a meeting with an individual. And let me see if I have a picture. Of, yeah, I do. So they have a quick little meeting, and give me an insight check.
Okay.
So you think she might be a prostitute? You don't know. You rolled a
A
1. I mean,
Sahuagin
you rolled a
prostitute.
1. I mean,
Nice.
you don't know what's going on. You just see a meeting, and then the big group starts heading back up. And this is about the time that your party is making it out to you, right, as they're coming back up. So it was a short, 5-6 minute meeting. It wasn't that long. There was some discussion, and you don't know, blurry, poor insight, what the impression was. But you do see that she turns invisible or vanishes as the meeting ends, you know. So the group of Shahagan, the Baron, and the Raiders and Sharks start making their way back up towards you, Krell.
Is this a different Baron?
Nope. Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
mean, yeah,
slaughtered the
yes.
Baron.
No, it is a different. I'm sorry. It is a. I heard what you said. I just didn't answer correctly. Yes, it is a different Baron. I mean, it's looks like the same kind of Baron, but no, it's the same one
the same
again.
one.
It's he just gets rezzed all the time. And the rest of the party is making their way out. As I'm assuming we're probably going to have some kind of engagement go on, or are you guys going to like hide?
How are we getting out there to them?
I don't know.
Rowboats?
You guys were swimming.
I think
So
you
I
guys
have-
were
I
just
have
a
a-
swimming.
Hippocampus that showed up after 10 minutes
That's right, hippocampus.
that I'm riding out there at 100 feet per round. Actually, that's his speed, so I can go 200 feet per round.
200 feet per round, huh? So do you get out there before everyone else and just?
No, I'll sort of like do perimeter checks as we're heading out there.
All right, so here's the beacon, and we're gonna put you guys like over in this direction here. I think. Where did you go? me try that again. I don't know. I drug you guys on there. All right, so you guys are making your way out, and Krell, you're out here. I'd say you're probably on the beacon, right, or next to it, or
Circling it, yeah.
circling it. Yeah. And this this longboat of theirs is actually further off the map. Another probably like 200 feet off the map. I just put it on here so you guys know, like it's over that way. And they come up heading towards the boat. But you guys can, Krell, you definitely see them, and I don't know if the rest of the party sees them. Who's swimming underwater? I think maybe Nostogamus might be, right?
Yeah, I was
Definitely.
thinking about what he would do. He would probably be, just far enough down so that he could get a look at what's going on under the water, but close enough where he could swim back up to his allies if necessary.
So give
I think
me a
Scuzza's probably
perception.
doing the same.
Does Nostogamus
Yeah.
have dark vision? So those
Nope.
underwater, give me a perception if you have dark vision regularly. If not, at disadvantage, please, as you try to hear and make out, and most of it's sight. All right, so Squall, you can hear and see some blurry figures moving up out of the darker waters. And you let the rest of the group know. Krell, you know already where they're at. And so I'm going to turn them on, and let's roll initiative. Wow, that's some nice initiatives.
How far down are they?
They are presently about 60 feet down. So on their turn, they could easily be at the surface. But they're kind of more heading at 60 feet in that direction. So they haven't started to make the surface climb yet. You don't probably think they'll do that until they get like in this area or something, you know. It's only 60 feet. And since they breathe water, they don't have to decompress.
So they're headed toward the longboat.
As I don't know how coincidental that is, but as Krell, it's actually your turn.
All right. So Krell wants to use his cloak and dive down into the water and take a shot at the Baron with his crossbow, which doesn't have the limitations underwater.
Sounds good. What's your cloak? I think is just a free action, right? To engage.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
think
put the
there's
hood
no
over my
action.
head
Yeah.
is all I have to do.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to dive down under, and the crossbow has a range of 400, so I don't need to get close to them. But, all right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. This is...
400
There we go.
because you're a sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. 100, 400, but I
Yeah.
don't care about long distance.
I do believe even the crossbow, though, if you're over short distance, you can't. Well, let's look at that before we get into that too far. Underwater. Did I do an underwater? I don't think I did on this table.
So here it is. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against the target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net,
okay.
or weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
I'm just grabbing that while we're talking about it and putting on a hotbar. Okay, cool. So it's a crossbow, so shoot his ass.
His ass is shot. Did that not target him?
I don't see him targeted on the combat tracker.
Oh, weird. He was targeted on. It showed me the targeting thing, but
Try to target him again? Are we having issues?
let me try targeting him directly on the. Yeah, I had to target him on. Their tokens seem weird. They're not red.
They're not tokens, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, it's the same issue we had.
We had it
Yeah.
last night.
I don't know what's doing that. All right, I just
That's
dropped it
the
on him.
Critically Awesome Essentials update was supposed to fix that, but all right.
Oh.
So
There might have been a new one that I didn't get. I just downloaded one like, I don't know, a couple days ago.
oh yeah, there was a new one this morning.
Today.
Oh, I didn't do it today. I was out. Early goatee. So I'm just gonna drag the tokens out here.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead and drop your attack on him. I got it. I just dropped it on him. So it is a miss.
All right, I am going to use my precision attack to roll a d8. See if I can't improve that any. 13?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll put a 2 in the bonus. Drag it 11 over there. And what the hell?
Again, you're probably going to have to use the combat tracker. We ran to this all night last night where the tokens on the map were screwed up.
Well, that's gonna make for a long ass freaking fight.
You may be faster to download the update and restart Fantasy Gardens. but-
No, it's still a miss.
Okay, and I'll be done.
Let's see. Nystagmus is too far away to do much. He is just gonna swim straight out at these guys. Let's see. I'll take the dash action. So move as close as I can because I still can't get into range. So I'll move up to there, and that's it.
Skizzer.
I think Scuzzer moved to there and take a shot at the Baron with his crossbow. Actually, a bonus action, the Hunter's Mark on him. And then that will be the end of Scuzzer's turn.
All right, so one of the sharks. Let's see. The Baron doesn't really get to go yet, but sharks are sharks, right? And he can communicate telepathically with them. And their swim is a 40, so they're gonna. It's gonna start booking this way. Like dun 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 dun. And this chubby Shahagan over here, I don't even know if they really noticed you guys yet. They haven't really engaged that group. Yeah, I think I would hear crossbow bolts going off, so So he's also gonna start swimming this way. Dun, 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 dun. Number 4. This one's gonna split off from his buddy that I had stacked over there. Stupid token crap. Now they're stuck. They're not moving. Damn it.
I had to hold down Control to move them
Okay.
last night.
Alright, so let me delete one of them. And, yeah, he's gonna step up in front. And, he's gonna spit poison. Oh no, he can't spit that far. Wings! Oh, I remember they,
He's
They
still heading
Spit
to the
that
beacon.
underwater.
no, I don't think so. I mean, maybe like in your face or something. Like, what's Wings doing?
He's still heading to the beacon.
Caw, caw. He's like tired of flying too. He's like, oh, I got a down arrow. Down
Oh,
arrow.
It's 60. I'm sorry. There you go.
Oh, and he's a character, so you could down arrow. Oily goatee. That's this guy. So he is going to do his swim at 80. And number 2, Reef Shark, is coming up too. Next to his buddy. Lazy, irate attitude. Shahagan, right? Well, at least we can use these as locations, and then you guys can just use a combat tracker. But yeah, you really get spoiled with Fantasy Grounds when it works right. You know, you're like, I can't do this; it doesn't work right. Yeah, go ahead, Squall.
All right, so I'll move forward and looks like everybody's in that little group right there.
It's like the whole wide world. You know, you open up the
The
church
whole
and
wide world, yeah.
you see all the people. What was it? The church and the steeple.
It's
and
allowing me
and
to
all the
target
people.
the tokens, but I don't know. It did not pick them up as targets. So
They're not in the combat tracker. So
4, 2, and 1.
here I can
Reef
help you,
Shark 4, 2, and 1.
and I'll get the Shahagan there. And oh no, I can't. I can't. I was trying to drop the stupid
Yeah.
target on them in the map. That doesn't work. So it's heavy set and irate attitude. And the oily goatee is the raider.
I don't. There's heavy set.
And there's oily goatee. Okay.
Okay. So.
So what you casting?
We're gonna do some shatter.
A little shatter in the water.
Little shatter.
How's that gonna
Shatter.
sound? Like a submarine ping, like ping.
Boom.
Ah, lots of successes.
Oh my god.
One of them failed.
At
They
least
don't
they take
see-
half damage.
Yeah, they don't. They
Yeah,
didn't seem to work too well in this deep water out here. You don't know.
Oh, that's some good damage.
Oh damn! Reef Shark 4 up and dies.
Nice.
Good deal. All right, so second level spell slot, and I'm done.
Ember.
All right, so I'm going to reach down and grabs a copper wire that's on my wrist and point to where I saw Krell dive under the water and use message. He's within 120 feet.
I'm above the water.
not-
I dived down and came back up.
Okay.
I'm not staying under the water.
So still doesn't change what I'm doing, just where he is, so I can see him now, but still messaging him. So you hear Ember's voice. What is the plan? Why have you not returned?
We got a large group of Sahuagin, and there's some bitch that turned invisible down below.
Some
Looked like some
bitch.
Sahuagin horde.
Somewhere.
Some hooker bitch.
But she seemed to be ordering them about, so I don't know. Maybe she's their dom.
All right, and then I'm just gonna move up to there and pass the turn. Consider casting Ultra Self.
So the Baron gets to go. Well, beyond contrary belief, the B is definitely for Beacon, and the S is for Sahuagin Baron, so don't ask me to not confuse you more. So this guy can swim 50, wow, so, and he ain't scared. So he is actually coming straight towards Squall, eyes focused, like with his hand, all four of his arms, comes booking it right towards you.
These guys are
Morgana,
still
what happened to your
60
camera?
feet underwater.
That's what I
right?
said. What the hell was that?
Underwater.
He looked like I was like the blind guy, karate.
Mr. Miyagi?
No, not the
Oh.
kung fu. Older than that, Hong Kong Fooey's blind. Damn, that's an old memory. All right, the Baron went. Sorry, I gotta pass my turn. Down arrow.
And this whole group down below
What?
is 60 feet underwater, correct?
Well, no, the ones that are moving towards you have moved to engage you, so they're submerging. The ones that are still back here, yeah, they're 60 feet down.
All-
David
So
Carradine.
these people are all on the surface.
Are you guys on the surface?
No.
No. Then no. Who's on the surface? Just you?
I'm flying
Corel.
above the surface of the water.
Barrel's above, Wings is above, and Ember is on the surface.
Okay. Yeah, they're engaging those that are in the water first. Because they can't really fly. Indigent Jaunt. Washpus? What the hell?
Wolspish Indigent Jolt.
They're also trying to
that
keep up with
indignant?
What's that, John?
I said is indignant jaunt?
yeah, indignant. I said indignant.
Indigenous.
Shark 3. Da,
love
da,
these
da, da.
names.
Occasionally they can come up and be just almost a little like, oh, that's a little racy.
They all seem to be following in line with the Baron.
Oh, great.
Like
They all
like
seem
he's
to be
somehow.
clustering themselves too very nicely.
Yeah,
Yes.
they seem to
Oh,
be
man.
after a target, and everyone gets the feeling that it's that target right there.
Oh,
You got the conch. You
I
got
do.
Oh
a
yeah,
conch.
he's carrying that.
Do I have it?
You were the only one that had anything that had the word conch on it in the inventory, so.
Hey, I got your conch, I guess.
Does somebody else have the conch on them?
I don't remember.
No. So you got it.
Yep. Okay.
And since you were the furthest in the back too, it's more dramatic that way.
Yeah,
But,
I should be carrying it, because then they can't come out of the water and get me.
No
so
shit.
medium
Don't you
length
got the boots?
bristles just swims right past Nystagmus, like right through your threatened square. Looks at you, smiles. If you want an attack of opportunity on him, what do you got there? You got a punch or a kick, or you got a quarterstaff in your hand? What do you got?
I have a dagger.
You like, whoosh, try it. Give him some love as he goes by.
All right. Oh, I gotta target
That's
him in the tracker. That's right.
medium
Hold on.
length bristles. He's got medium length bristles there. He's almost at the bottom. He's
All right,
initiative
I
of
got him.
2. And you didn't. Oh, you did get him.
Yeah.
He
Pretty
scratched
badly
you
with
like.
the dagger.
He stabbed him
Shanked
in
him.
the flipper.
Got
Take
that
that.
face.
4 damage.
All right, that's not bad though. They only have a couple of dozen hit points. So he runs up and what the hell do these guys do? Okay, so blood frenzy. If somebody's wounded, they get advantage on their attacks. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Multi attack. They make 2 melee attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw or spear. I don't think these guys have their spears. I think they're just all a natural because they're doing a lot of swimming. So we're gonna do. It's gonna try to claw you first. It's like ripping at your pouches and your pockets and your backpack, kind of clawing at you,
Get your filthy hands off me.
and it misses you. Then
Claws
it
getting
just
mugged.
like tries to snap at your, whatever you got out, an arm, a leg, whatever you're blocking his attacks with. He tries to bite it. He's like, oh, and he connects. He like bites you in the like the wrist. He bites down on you.
Damn.
You're like, 2 points of damage. You're like, oh, these
2
sharp
points.
teeth sink into you a little bit. He scratch you. And he's done. Top of the round. Oily Goatee gets to go. And this is a raider. So, yeah, he, what's their swim? 40? Yeah, he comes on up here, too. He swims past Nystagmus and waves. Got only one of them, bitch.
I
Attack
flip
of
him off.
opportunity. You flip him off. That's a free action. You can do that. And he's as well gonna try to give you a scratch. And he misses with his scratch, and he's gonna snip at you with his bite. And he misses too. You zoom in now that we got a little
Little closer together.
confinement. Yeah. So he sucks. Ember.
All right, so all I know about is this cave thing he was talking
No,
about.
I don't.
so
Not
I'm
It's a
gonna swim up
cartoon. Not David
over to
Carradine.
here. Little janky movement.
Janky movement. I like janky movement. What are you going to chase after? A
So
depressing
when I get
voice?
here, do I see the cave below the water?
Do you have dark vision?
I believe I do.
I think you do.
No,
If
I do
you
not.
if you don't, give me a perception check at disadvantage, and I'll tell you what you can see way down in that murky, deep harbor. I mean, you're talking.
Oh, I
You're
lied.
looking.
I do have dark vision. 60
Oh,
feet.
okay. So you don't have to roll at a disadvantage. You still did anyways?
Sorry, let me.
I'll take
Too
the
many
I'll
moving
take the
parts.
one you dropped.
Is there a class I can do to learn how to do Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, there is actually. It's called Fantasy Grounds College, and I think I might can do that. Look at that. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's a great community staffed with volunteers just to teach you how to play this piece of software. So what'd you do? Did you hit? Oh, yeah. There's something down there. It's like dark spot down there, about 150 feet down. It's like way down there.
So since we've done this before,
Done what
if
before?
the spell does not have verbal components, am I able to cast spells underwater?
The only thing that 5e limits in underwater is weapons, and fire does half damage. You know, everything has resistance to fire. Other than that, that's the only restrictions that 5e placed on underwater combat. Most DMs might lean towards you can't do it, but screw that. That's like screwing the players, in my opinion. Get it, done, 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 done. What you got? Fireball?
All right, so we're gonna dive underwater and go check out and see what the hell's going on down here.
So you're going down
Wherever
to
this
the
cave entrance is.
you're going down to the depths of the harbor. Down. Okay, so just keep track of your depth. There is a guy right here. He hasn't got to go yet, so he like waves at you. He says something
Does
in
it-
Shahagan. Go blug blug blug.
Is that Aquin?
No, it's Shahagan.
Does
He says
does he look aggressive?
yeah. Yeah, he's a Shahagan raider. He's like, whoa.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot him with my wand.
So you like whip out your
and then
freaking
I'm
wand.
gonna look around.
Magic missiles, I'm assuming.
Correct.
What's your current
I
depth?
target him in the combat action, so we'll see. So I don't know how far is the cave.
150 feet down.
Damn. Okay, so I went 10, and I still have 30, so I would be.
I mean, you
35
can
feet down.
angle
I'll
too.
put it on
He's
there.
60 feet down. So he's kind of looking up
Yeah.
as you're coming down. And you blast him with magic missiles.
Doing 3 of them.
Oh, guess what? They all hit. How did you do that? Oh yeah, magic missiles. That's pretty decent damage though. So, EU, the Baron gets to go. So, the Baron comes up to Squall and starts accosting you.
Get your stinking filthy hands off of me, all
He's-
6 of them.
He's gonna, let's see, these guys make 3 attacks, 1 with his bite and 2 with his claws or trident. So he doesn't get, like, 4 arms and a bite. He just gets 2 arms and
Yeah.
a bite. But his other arms are kind of filling you up, like searching your
Ooh.
shit. You think he
Ooh,
might,
in your
you,
sack.
you think he
Baron.
might be
Yeah,
checking to
right.
see if you have any sharp objects. That's what you think he's doing. But as he's doing that, he's scratching the shit out of you with his claws. And that one doesn't get through your armor. His left arm does like reach up through a side of your arm, what are you wearing for armor?
All right, well, I'm going to give him some rebuking.
Oh, he gets you for 8 points as he grabs a hold of one of your rib cages.
Yeah, and Destructive Wrath, let's see. 28. No, that's not it. Where's my damn. Hell, I just had it here.
What you breaking?
Oh, I'm trying to rebuke him with my It's a class. It's a class feature.
Is it Wrath of the
Wrath of the
Storm?
Storm. Wrath
Yeah.
of the Storm. There we go. So he gets this. Oh, I can't drop it on him. There. So I'll drop it on him here.
Oh, he made it. Damn, 24.
Yeah. Let's see. On a failed save throw, half as much on a successful one.
So you like blasting with like thunder. Just kind of bounces off of him mostly.
No, lightning.
Is it lightning? Oh, it is
let's see.
lightning.
Yeah.
I thought
But
it
I
says
didn't put it on him,
thunderous.
so
It's
it's not much.
thunderous lightning.
It's either or. It's either or.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
2d8 lightning
so-
or thunder. Okay, cool.
Yep. So I take that off. Okay, that's fine.
So was it lightning? Did you?
Yep.
You like give him a little fry? He's like,
Yep.
smells
yep.
like salmon in here. Well, when you do that, it makes him like snap his teeth at you, and he tries to bite you still. He's like,
Okay.
"Get," and he misses. And that's it for him. Reef Shark number 3. Reef Shark number 3 is opportunistic and decides he wants some Nystagmus. Don't they like you? They like biting on Nystagmus. They smell a little oily fish. It's like that's right up our alley. He like snaps at you as he goes swimming around you. He's like circling you. He like circles around you. Scuzzer.
And Gorgio's enjoying the shark's break.
Scuzzer's gonna move back to there and take a shot at that Sahagin Baron again.
What the fuck? I'm all the way down at the bottom of the list this time. Son of a bitch. This is not gonna be fun.
Wait, you're moving back from the Shahagan? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he missed. I don't like
Yeah,
using a damn
it's because you were.
crossbow.
It's because you're scared. It's because you're scared, Krell.
So, question: how far down are they? And are they close enough to the surface that I could shoot them with my bow rather than the crossbow?
Let's see. The only one that
Specifically the Baron.
Well, I was about 10 feet below the surface, so. I
Why
guess
do you
they're 10
guys
feet below the surface.
think firing into the water? You know, there's no rules on it. I think it's a little harder. I think it'll be a little harder.
I've fished
I
with
think
a
you
bow
should-
before.
Yeah, if anything, you just reduce the distance.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a little harder to hit, but it's only 10 feet. I don't think there should be any kind of negatives other than maybe concealment currently because it's dark out and no one has a light source. This is true, right?
It also depends on the
There is a big
the
bright
weather,
beacon
how
that
choppy the
Krell
water
just
is.
flew by too, so his night vision's a little off. So I'm going to give you a -2 to hit the Baron.
Alrighty.
Just because of the big shiny light in your eye still from the beacon.
Sure. I'm still going to use my longbow, so I'll take a shot.
And it's enough that it misses.
And
next to him.
I'm going to use a superiority die. That's going to miss. I don't even bother because he. And then I'll try my second shot.
An 18
Alright,
does
that's
hit.
a good hit. So
He's
I-
got like a hard like scaly breastplate like on his it's part of him. Mr. Jaunt. Mr. Jaunt. Huh. They have a target and they want to capture him. So he comes around and gets behind you. He can't attack, but Reef Shark number 2 goes by and takes a nip at Nostogamus as he goes by, and he hits. So he like grabs a hold of your leg and gives you a little shake real quick and kind of just swims around a little bit. Irate attitude. Coming up to get some lovin'. And this guy's already there to give you some lovin'. So yeah, he takes a swipe at you with his claws. And that's a miss, and he tries to bite you. He's like a chicken leg, and he totally misses. Nostogamus.
Chicken leg.
All right. So, I'm going to use my tempestuous magic. So, as a bonus action, immediately before I cast a spell, I can fly 10 feet without provoking an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I will fly over to here, and then I reach my hand out to Squall, and I say, "Come with me if you want to live." And I teleport him and I all the way. Let's see, it's 10 feet from there. We're gonna go up to there,
100 feet.
Oh wow.
and then all of these guys around here who I already have targeted are going to take some damage as we disappear, and there's a thunderous boom left behind.
Oh,
Eh.
cool.
And what
Nice.
depth of the water are you gonna end up over there at the 100-foot mark? You on the surface or
Let's stay at the same depth we were,
ten
about 10 feet.
feet?
10
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
So
stay
you
there.
grab a hold of him, and you guys.
And I think I've got everybody targeted with the goatee.
There's like Since there's a little blood in the water, there's a couple of little like regular fish swimming around. And you're like, they
There we
float
go.
up to the surface.
Let me see. I think I've got everybody. Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's not snook season, and you got a couple of them.
Snook.
All right, let's roll some damage.
Oh yeah, a couple of not just a snook, but a shahagan and a sharky. All went poof. So
That's a cool little trick.
yeah,
Shocking.
that's
Yeah, I like that
that's
spell.
awesome. Yeah, that's what level spell is that?
It's a third.
Third? That's fitting, but it's still a very cool third level spell. Depressing voice. He does sound pretty depressed. Don't let me leave. What was the other shark that died? 3, 2. Shark number 2. I got to delete him out of the combat tracker and off the map. It's like it's not connecting. But we're not complaining because I should have
The
fixed it.
tokens on the map get disassociated from the entry in the combat tracker, so they no longer are tied together.
What's this guy's name? Depressing voice. He's out here. No, where the hell is he? Did he swim away?
He's the one up by Ember.
Yeah, he's right next to me.
Oh, I was looking for a shahagan. That's why. That's why. Brain fart. Yeah, so he's going to come booking up to you. He's not going to put up with you shooting shit at him. So he comes swimming up to you, and he gives you some claw love. He tries to swipe at you with his claw. Oh, shit.
Is he
Oh,
hitting my mount or me?
you. He doesn't care about your mount. What is your mount?
It's a hippocampus. It's a half horse, half mermaid thing. Half fish.
Yeah, no, he wants the guy shooting the crossbow. So you see him gain some experience points. I don't know. That's how bad that crit was. He gained experience points, but he like kind of lays you open a little, like 7 points. Yeah, you feel violated, and then he tries to bite you. Oh, I keep forgetting. I have advantage because he just scratched you, and good thing he had advantage, or he would have bit his lip because he fumbled without it, and then he rolled an 8. Wings. Wings probably doesn't do so well in
He's
the
going to
water.
light onto the beacon. And
So you
keep an
guys
eye
see
out
up in the
if
sky
anyone-
now. It's not a bird, it's not a bat, but it's an owl shape up in the sky of the harbor now, like Batman signal, because the owl lands on the beacon. A heavy set gets to go. There he is. Come on, Tubby. He's like, he starts swimming towards Scuzzer because they're not even sure where where anyone's at. What happened? What's going on? My eyelids are burning. I don't know. So he takes off swimming that way. Squall, you're like a little disorientated.
I look at Nystagmus. I'm like, man, surely they're not responding to my Craigslist ad. And
What's up, Dragonbait?
I tell you what, maybe we should head back to the dock, and I'll meet you there. And I'm gonna swim straight up 10 feet, and I'm gonna kick in my boots, winged boots, and I'm gonna come up here and start moving this direction above the water. Probably coming up out of the water, swim speed of 40, and then about there. And I'm well, no, not that far. Let's go. Let's say I'm 20 foot above the water, and I'm right about there.
Oh, so you fly up straight up out of the water like freaking Rocket Man. Somebody play the Rocket
Like
Man.
Man.
Rocket Man.
And my people are scattered out. My people are scattered. Free my people, Ramses or whoever the Pharaoh was. Okay, that's about all I can do right now.
Well, since he's a reef shark, he knows where his prey went.
Sharks can jump 20 feet out of the water.
Only after seals.
Hey, you shut your
Rubber
mouth.
seals. Rubber seals. I've seen that. That's pretty amazing, though, how they get those sharks to go like down and then they got to swim straight up. So you know what? These guys are so confused by that. They're actually gonna get skipped.
I've
Scuzzer.
seen the killer whales tearing the seals apart.
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. But they get them to dive deep now, and then they can get them when they attack the seal to come flying out of the water. Not
Scuzz is
20
gonna
feet,
move over
but
to there. Take another shot at that damn Baron. Hopefully, I can hit him with his crossbow.
you will provoke if you care. From
Oh, I forgot that guy was there. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
yeah, anytime you say it like that, he always like just whatever. What the hell he said? Where is he at? Yeah, so he's gonna try to scratch you with his scratchings, his flincing claws, and he connects. So he slashes at you as you go away, and you succeed on your concentration check.
So I will take the shot now.
And you miss.
I hate the crossbow.
I hate the crossbow.
Stinking crossbows.
Let's see. Uh, the Baron is gonna come over here as he surfaces. He's gonna chuck a trident at Squall. He's like, chuck! Oh, trident goes, comes flying out of the water and sticks Squall on the
Oh,
side.
Sure, yeah, negative. With a
Why?
26, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah. And he freaking, it like bounces off the conch in your backpack and only does 6 points of damage. Bonk!
Bastard.
But you do see this tiny little tear now in your backpack. Got you worried now. You see the little shine of a conch shell in your backpack. A little tiny square about this big from the poke. And he says something in Shahagan. Reef Shark 1. Did I move the wrong shark last time, or is it actually his turn again? He got to go. He had to go before you did. So he comes flying over there and just freaking takes a bite at you. You know, did you do something to sharks and when you were a youth? Did you use magnifying glasses on them or something?
Used
I
to
mean,
torture them for fun.
right?
Pull
Freaking
their
sharks,
fins off.
sharks make fin soup. I don't know. These guys are confused. Yeah, they're like, what the hell? Ember.
All right, so Wings telling him that one of them is back above the water now. But Krell still told him he was going down here, so I'm gonna blast the crap out of this guy who's bugging me.
He doesn't want to be blasted. What are you blasting him with? He got like super soaker?
Um, yeah, most of my all my spells are for.
Well, you are a fire dude, so
Other
you're a
uses.
little bit out of your
Alright, so I'm
element, no pun intended.
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna use my Wand of Magic again. 3 more times.
Third level spell hypnotic pattern is pretty pew pew pew. Dang, 4 4 and 4. Thud thud thud. How's he looking? What's he
And
looking
I'm gonna
like?
risk it. I'm gonna keep heading. I'm gonna go into the cave.
You gonna risk
'Cause
it
I'm
to get the
35
biscuit?
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm gonna
he's
do
he's definitely gonna give you some love if you try to get away from him, because you're just opening yourself up for that.
So I'm 35 feet down now. And you said it's 120 feet down. So that will put me at 135 feet. So I'll be 10 feet in the cave.
Let's see if he can get you with his claw. And you got a little wound on you, don't you? He senses that. He's like, yeah, claw. As he gets advantage and still misses you. All right, so when you start to get close to the cave, you see down in the cave 4 seahorses, like with saddles and armor on, and 4 riders on top of them. What the hell?
Are they friendly?
They look like guards. They're mere folk.
Have we run across Muirfolk yet?
Nope. And with your extensive knowledge of the deep harbor of Waterdeep, you know about this much about it.
So I will call out an Aquan.
Blue, 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 blue. Blue, blue, blue.
I'll just greet them in Aquan. See if they respond.
They're
And if
like,
they don't, I'm gonna be really freaking.
they say in
pissed with
Aquan.
Aquan.
They say in Aquan. Wait, do they speak Aquan? They better speak Aquan. They speak
So many
any one
underwater
language.
people.
They speak any one language. They speak Merfolk. I'm kidding. They speak Aquan. Merfolk are like Aquaman,
Yay.
right? They gotta speak Aquan, right? So they say, "Go away, or we will stick our spears in you." They're guards.
That's great.
They
That
look
is
like
what-
they're like they look like they're like all puffed up too. They're like as you come down, they're like all readied already. You don't know why.
Alright,
They
so then I'm gonna look around and I'll not look offensive. I'm just gonna go ahead and next turn I'll react. But I'm not being offensive to them at all.
So don't put that encounter in the
Nice.
combat tracker. Is that what you're telling me? Okay,
Yes,
good.
not yet.
We don't need more shit in the combat tracker. Don't pull the whelps. Don't pull the whelps. Reef Shark number 3. What happened to our music? Did somebody stop it?
It's raining.
He turned
Oh,
to
we got-
storm with Wrath of the Storm.
We got rain, huh? All right, there we go. A little light music, and where are my Shark 3? Shark 3. He's gonna try the old breach and try to catch a bird, right? How high up is Krell?
20 feet.
20 feet. Can this shark jump 20 feet? Let's see. What's the jump rules?
For jumping out of water.
Yeah, well, you know, it's his normal move, so it's not. He can. It's just like jumping regular. So how far can I jump?
If you move your at least 10 feet, they get to jump a vertical leap of their of their strength modifier.
Strength
Plus
is
their-
a
I believe it's plus their
14, so that's a 2. So what is that? 12 feet? Is that right?
Sounds about
No,
right.
I'm sorry, it's half. So it'll be 7 feet.
But I can roll to see if I get further. So let's see how well he rolls. He's like, he
You're
jumps.
no dolphin.
He kind of rolls up underneath the, you know, as he's moving this way. I'll say the jump was his dash, and he ends up over there. Nastagamus.
All right, I'm gonna reach out and try to shocking grasp the shark that's coming after me.
Nice. Get a hold of him. Oh.
Nice.
All right, so
Punched him right in the nose.
all right, so not only do you critical damage him, but you also may take an extra bonus action or an extra move action this turn
Oh boy. Let's
if
see
you're
what
gonna
this
move.
damage does.
So you like you grab a hold of his head, it just his eyes pop out, his tail curls up.
Let's see, and I don't have any real bonus actions. Honestly, I'm just gonna move over here next to Squall, or close to him anyway. Because he said we were heading back to the docks, so I'm just kind of following along by him. I'll swim back up to the surface too, since he went went back. And
you look back, Squall, and you can see Nostogamus under the water, and you see like you can hear the and this big ass shark floats up, and he comes swimming up, and he gives you the all right, let's go.
Yeah, let's
Kinda.
go.
He's got his or his head fin up. He's like, let's do it. Wings.
Wings is gonna be relaying what's going on to me.
I thought
Once
you
I
had to
get
be
back in
within
range.
100 feet. Yeah, so the Wings is like, he's like, moth? Bug? There's probably a lot of bugs flying around this thing, wouldn't you think, right? It's night. It's a big beacon in the harbor. Depressing voice. Oh. He's,
He's 100 feet away from me.
no, he's way further than that,
90
because, he's like, leaves you be. He's not foolish. Squall.
All right. So Squall is probably shouldn't be. I mean, they're after him, no doubt. We figured that out. So I think I need to be gaining some altitude about right now. But
You saw this shark
First thing-
breach out of the water back there.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I don't want to waste it on that. Yeah, okay.
Well, here's a little
So-
DM thing. If you guys are bailing, and that's what everyone's committing to, then we can just, get done with the combat. We don't have to play it all out if that's what you're doing.
I was planning on shooting them all.
Right?
well,
So,
then let's shoot them all. So I'm gonna fly up a little bit higher because he's chucking. Well, it's probably his only trident. I'm not too worried about it now.
no, you see him.
but,
He's like RoboCop. He's got like a compartment on the side. It pops out.
He's got a couple that pops
No,
out of the
no,
trident.
he's
All
got
right.
one.
The fold-out
Um,
trident.
Fold out trident. I think I'm just going to. Has he been Shahagin Baron? Where's he in the combat tracker there? Yeah. So I will target him. And Shahagin Baron, and we will use Toll the Dead, and he succeeds.
He doesn't want to be dead.
Doesn't want to be dead. So now I'm going to fly up 30 feet from where I'm at now.
All right, so you're marking that for yourself.
I'll put that up here. So now I'm 30, a total of 40 feet up. I can't change. Oh, I can do it here.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
All right, 40 feet.
And whose turn is it now? Krell.
All right, Krell is going to continue to harass the Baron.
Like a fucking seagull.
I was like, do you like just do a flyover, like?
Fuck him to death. Or like the bald
Ah.
eagle when he beats up the osprey and takes his fresh cut kill.
So you get so mad. You're so mad that you can't hit this guy that you now have a -2 on attack rolls against him until you actually hit him.
Okay.
You get so mad. Oily goatee is like it starts for the boat. So he swims off into the dark water. And so does his his buddy back here. They're making a beeline, so because there ain't nobody in the water that they can really keep up with. Stupid token. And Wings is watching Scuzzer.
Well, Scuzzer's gonna take another shot at that Baron with this cheap ass
Hey, what's up,
crossbow.
Bob? I didn't know there was an update, and I got a broken table, broken map and tokens. But
Finally
we're
hits
doing
him.
ooh a crit. Nice, a crit. Good job. It's just a regular one. A regular one.
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta turn this. Man, it's hot.
And I've got to find the Colossus Slayer somewhere in here.
Buttons.
There it is. I found it. And now put the damage. Finally got his
Nice.
ass. And that's the end of Scuzzer's turn.
Oh
As
well,
he kisses his crossbow.
flying squall.
All right. So the Baron still. Who'd you just take
Dead.
out? That's what I thought.
The
All
Baron's
right.
gone.
Up. So now I'm 40 feet up, so I'd say everything's just about out of range. So how far below the surface is that Reef Shark 3?
The one that just breached. He's like flopping around on
Right
the
there?
surface. Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to just pop a shot with the crossbow. And I can't target the token, so Reef Shark 3 is there. All right. And then I'll move my last 10 feet that direction.
So as he like breaches out of the water, you see him like kind of flip in the air a little, and as he hits the water, you're like, and you shoot him right in the throat.
Good deal.
And I'll delete his token and making his way. They're going to the east side. Corral.
All right, Krell. There's nobody close. If I come down here, I can fly 50. Are these two Washbis and whatnot close enough to the surface that I can shoot them like the Baron was?
Yeah, they're they haven't really. They were kind of after they got shocked and the teleport and everything, and their leader just went down. They're like, they're looking up at you as you come flying over them. They're like, you look like they're gonna take off, but they haven't got a chance to go yet. So,
And they won't.
so you get one of them in the back. He's like, he floats up to the surface. Get the other one too. Oh, and it's enough to kill him. They don't make it. As you come flying over there, you plunk 2 crossbow bolts in them. You look back at Scuzzer and you look down at your crossbow and go, mine works.
Oh,
Oily Goatee is that's okay. So he's getting closer, way closer to the
brink.
longboat. I don't know if there's only 2 of them when they get to the longboat. They're just gonna have to swim because you can't take the long. I mean, 2 rowers on a longboat. I don't know if that's gonna work.
I'm gonna start chasing after these guys too, so I'll move up to there. then once I do, the Raider's the only one in range, so I'm gonna frostbite at him. Oh, I target him on the map and not on the tracker. Here, let me try that again. There we go.
That's pretty depressing. He swims away from you, making his way into the darker water out there. Ember.
Alright, so seeing no one else around, I can only see 60 feet anyway. Getting a little shorter on breath, so I'm going to come diagonally up 100 feet. And when I don't see anything at all, when I get up to 20 feet down, I'm going to breach the surface.
Do you want to roll a strength check?
No,
Wanna-
he's not going to jump.
Goes flying out. Steam coming off of you. You're probably dry, like, what, in 2 seconds?
And I'm going to move to here and look around and talk to Wings, figure out what the hell is happening.
Wing says, Moth, swim away. Chase.
All right.
Dead fish.
So I'm gonna holler over at Krell. Are you going after these guys?
Two
yeah,
little
I'm gonna wipe
saps.
them out. I'm not leaving a single one behind.
They're like starting to
Well,
get close to the longboat. Krell's
no
gonna
man
come in.
left behind, right?
Burr, burr, burr.
I don't think that's what that saying means.
All right. So moving my distance to.
I'll make
Uh-oh.
it easy on you.
Oh, there you go. They're
The
dead. We're
the
gone.
resistance is futile. So yeah,
We're-
you guys,
we're on the loose.
chase them down and put them out of their misery, right?
Krell does. He's vicious.
Not like they could do anything. He just flies
I'm a
around and
pirate
kills them.
hunter.
I mean,
And even
These
if
guys
they
were-
dive, I can dive under and shoot them, and then they
Right.
come out of the water. And they
I
can't
mean,
catch
we
me.
can play it out for another minute or something, but they're gonna die. There's no way
They're
around
dying.
it.
They're dead.
They're dead. And with
Roll
that, you guys actually do level.
What? Serious?
You absolutely
Oh,
do
yeah.
level. Because you defended Waterdeep as well as Neverwinter. And each city you defend, you gain a level.
No shit.
Ooh.
No shit. So if you defend Baldur's
Like
Gate, you can get another level.
Can we let at least half of those noble snob ass punks bitches that live there in Baldur's Gate just get their asses kicked first?
Actually, you don't have a choice because they're getting their ass kicked right now.
Oh.
You-
Well, then I guess we keep the conch shell. Don't know what good it is, but that's the genie. I need a rest, though. God, I need a rest.
How do you roll a die in chat? Roll?
Slash die and then D whatever.
Space D?
1D, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
or-
Plus whatever.
Yeah, if you just do D5, it's going to roll the D5 every time. A 4. I don't know why, but so you guys are in Waterdeep. Where do you guys want to go? So the guards show up down at the docks, and I guess do you guys even tell them what's going on? I mean, the Shahagan raid, there's like dead Shahagan on the docks, sharks floating around in the water. There's a bunch out there. Oh, you guys do get, you do collect up some loot from them. Thank you, Vex.
Actually,
Vex loot.
So I'll talk to Krell. Ember's gonna ride over to Krell. The cave was protected by
Oh.
4 mermen on mounts. There were guards there. They do not appear to be together with these Sahuagin. I don't understand. Perhaps I misunderstood you.
Perhaps you did. What I saw was the Sahuagin go down there, and they were chatting with some floozy. And after chatting for a little bit, they started booking it to the longboat, and she disappeared. So I assume she went in the cave or something. But I thought we'd better clear out these fishmen first.
Were they in a cave 120 feet down?
They were down that direction, yeah. They hadn't gone
They were
into the
only
cave
like
that I remember.
60, 80 feet down when you saw them, and they weren't like
About
in
halfway.
the face of the cave. They were kind of before they got there on an angle. That cave is out a little bit further than I showed on the map, off the map. So, you were at the beacon looking down. They were like 60 feet, and then way beyond that was the dark area where the cave is at. So you couldn't see in the cave or see anybody in the cave. But you got the impression that she came from the cave because she was further away. But when they left, she went, vanished, and you don't know where she went after that.
I come from the water. I come from the
Do
water.
any of you water folk know if mermen usually conspire with Sahuagin?
Well, several of you are probably somewhat familiar with Waterdeep, right? Has anyone been to Waterdeep? Didn't we determine no one's really been to Waterdeep?
Well, other than the dock area, whenever ship made port, but that's probably about it.
Well, I mean, that's enough for rumors that there's a city in the deep harbor.
Yeah.
An underwater sea-dwelling people city.
Yeah, I mean, he's been and you have too for the last 6 months. You've been on the same ship that Squall has.
Do you guys ask around the docks? What's out there? There's guards and shit all here going, what the hell's going on? What are all these dead Shahagan? Was there a raid? They're like, oh, we're here to help. And you guys are like,
It's,
cleanup crews
fish
here.
pattern, man.
Fish the dead
Fish
bodies
pattern.
out. Help us put
Don't
all
call
their
the
loot in
sushi
this boat
merchants.
over here. And then you guys go
Feed the
through it, right?
homeless.
Just collect up all their loot, put it in this little rowboat over here, and we'll go through it. What we don't want, you can buy from us. How's that?
That works.
It's kind of the way it works in D&D. So Engorgio redeemed a custom magical item for Ember. Oh,
Wow,
Nice.
Thank you very much.
and that item is a potion of greater healing. Let me drop that on your inventory for you. Did that work? Potion of greater healing, and you can find the coding for that using Rob2E's potion coding package. That's part of his big package.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
It's nice
Did
to
you guys see
have.
the raisin deceiver in the party sheet?
The what? Raisin. I didn't look at any of this stuff. He already put some stuff in there.
A person that turned to this grapevine can make all raisins look like chocolate.
What?
A raisin deceiver.
What kind of shit are they smoking when they come up with this stuff?
I'm out of attunement slots, so I'm gonna take off that robe that cast magic missile and attune to that instead.
I mean, there is probably a chance that you could come up with some way to use that, but the hell? And there's no value. You know what? I like that so much that I'm giving it a value of 1 gold.
And we have 2 potions that haven't been identified, please.
Potion, they're both potions of healings. An
So
old
who wants
key.
the old key that you lost?
Yeah, so last time Squall was here, he lost one of his keys, and he's like, holy shit, I think this is my key.
This is my key, man.
Yeah, but
So-
what the hell was it for?
That's not gonna. Something's been bothering you since you translated the map. Since the map got translated, that Ramazith name below Baldur's Gate. You've heard that name. You can't remember where.
Probably because of my 6 intelligence.
Could be. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll tell the rest of the party that all of a sudden I think that name sounds familiar.
Well,
but I
no,
can't
it's
remember.
been bothering you since you heard it. You know,
Oh.
it's been nagging at you. Wait, that sounds familiar. And then you keep thinking about it. And then you forget to think about it because you got a 6 intelligence. So you know, that's a problem. But you just saw the map again. You looked at it. Oh yeah, I forgot that I remembered. I forgot. I forgot I remembered that. He puts his fin up and everybody likes him. All right, so what you doing? What are we doing? You guys are standing at the docks looking at your loot, huh?
Let's can we take a short break?
It's a good spot for us to take a break. We're gonna take a
Beautiful.
10-minute break. So if you're in the chat, you got 9.5 minutes, and get ready because we're coming back. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Can I transfer that Waking Bolt to my Saturday character?
right. We are getting back on the table. Did everyone get refill and everything? Yeah, well, the players are already chatting, so I'm going to bring them in.
The hand crossbow isn't great, but it doesn't need to be. It's like 30, 120, but 120 is still plenty of distance.
At disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
don't
not if
have
you have
disadvantage, I have
sharpshooter.
sharpshooter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's 30, 120. So if it's within 120, I get 3 shots at it.
Oh, he's stacked. He's stacked as a hell of an archer, isn't he? That's
Oh, yeah.
cool.
This is what he's
The
been building
howitzer.
for. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
archers are underrated. I mean, I'm playing the Arcane Archer on Saturdays, and he can shoot 600 feet, blow shit up when he hits big criticals. It's insane.
My next 3 levels are going to be rogue, so I'll get sneak attack on that and assassinate
Nice.
if we ever get to level 9. But that's my next 3 levels.
So I don't know what this is, but I thought it was cool. Sharks might not be able to breach the water, but whatever the hell this thing is. That's pretty badass. That's my favorite thing about D&D is the art,
Krell's a lot uglier than I pictured him.
right?
He's flying.
How did you get a picture of my familiar?
So, took a little break. You guys can, at minimum, get a short rest if you want, but what's your plan?
I get a new favorite enemy at this level, huh? I could choose 2 humanoids and speak Sahagin.
There you go. Favored enemy, Mind Flayer.
Let me see,
Ye-
is that a humanoid?
You've heard enough of those grunting around to speak the language now.
So you guys hang around at the docks for about an hour, you know,
Mind
dealing
Flayers
with
are
it.
aberrations, not humanoid.
Let me
I had
see.
the Discord muted for the last 3 minutes, so I've been talking to you guys. You haven't been answering me. I mean, you've been talking
What?
amongst yourselves, but I was like, why are they talking
I
over
can
me?
choose. I can choose aberrations.
So you guys
Or
hang out at the
choose
docks
humanoid.
for about an hour. You got to deal with the guards and tell them what to do and stuff. So you guys can easily get a short rest. But what are your thoughts? Are you guys gonna find some place to hunker down for the evening, or go up to the go all the way up that big hill mountain again to the castle, or what are your?
Did you want
what
to
are-
explore this cave and see what's down there?
Or do you want to go to the underwater city, or ask around in the docks what that is before you go down there?
We're
What's
not
your
going to get a
plan?
rest, are we?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah. Well,
We can get arrested.
Yeah.
free hot in the cot.
So I'll ask around on the docks about this underwater city.
So the high charisma guy that's going to do his persuasion is going to ask around. Okay, roll it up.
You said history, right?
I'll take a history check at the docks. I don't know how would you role play that out? Do you find like trip over a book, or how does a history check at the docks work?
In all my studying on that remote island, I remember them talking about this underwater city.
You don't even never even been to Waterdeep.
Correct, I have not.
You skipped over that chapter. You're like, eh.
I'll never go to Waterdeep. I don't care.
Does anybody else think their character might know something?
Yeah, what do you want to roll?
Nobody. What do you think? Squall might know something. Like,
Well, being something about what? I mean, the city's there.
what the cave is underwater over there?
Oh,
Scuzzer might have heard some pirate stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you need? History?
Squall's like, nope. That's not part of it. I don't know. What are you thinking? What is Squall good at? How are you gonna squeak this out so it's a good roll and you can role play it
who,
out?
Squall?
I mean, I definitely don't want acrobatics.
That's all Krell's got to offer.
There's not really a street survival skill.
I mean,
is
maybe an acrobatics check combined with a persuasion, and he can do like some flying flips and shit, and like,
It's just a variant. It's mental acrobatics.
I know, somebody roll something good. I got a 6 and a 10 so far. And I almost gave it away with a survival check of 10. Almost. And an 8 history.
All right, so
And a
the Stagmus
3 carpenter's tools.
I want to ask around at the docks. Ember didn't get anything, but the Stagmus is a little better with people, I think.
So give me some of your charismatic love and persuasion. So he comes back. He's like, "Hey, I just spoke to the harbor master, and I got a map. It's an underwater. It's an
The guy with
underwater.
a sign. Underwater maps.
Yeah, it's
underwater maps.
It's an
Shit's over.
I just walked
underwater.
up and I was like, "Can I have one of those?" He's like, "Yeah, here you go."
Yeah, it's like a little. How to get to Umberlee's cache? It's where all the fishermen and even some of the ships that come out, some of the people who worship Umberlee, who is just about anybody that gets in a seafaring vessel at least pays Umberlee some respect. Anyways, they may not worship her, but you can bribe Umberlee apparently because they like dumping money down in that cave, and it has turned into an underwater temple to Umberlee. And it is pretty well defended. Merfolk on seahorses guard the entrance.
Well, hell, they'll kick them Sahuagin asses.
Did you want to ask any specific question now that you got that information, Nystagmus, before you leave the harbor master?
I don't know, guys. Is there anything else we want to know?
They really can't help you since their characters are looking for history on the docks and surviving.
Is it mostly merfolk or there are Sahuagin in that city? Are they human?
Your character does not know. Are you, as a player, telling Nystagmus or Valtrex that, or since your characters aren't together?
Ember is.
He went to the
I
harbor
thought we were both
master
at the docks.
alone.
Okay.
He went to the harbor
My bad.
master because he went straight for the guy who knows stuff, and he rolled a 23 charisma. So he got your answer, and it was so good that it's going to let him pull some other shit out of his ass, but he can't think of anything.
Damn it.
I'll let you ponder that thought for a little bit if you got one, but you come back and you got the answer that it's Umberly Temple. So I guess the real question is what the hell were the Shahagan doing, right? What? Why were they doing?
What I guess if I got the comp,
Yeah.
it would probably appear obvious after a while.
Well, you know they were after you for sure. Squall. They were definitely after Squall. It was obvious. And they were looting
Pawing
through
at
him.
me
Yeah, pawing at his stuff.
like chicks at a rock concert.
Still counts.
So once we get back together, I'll ask. Ember will ask Krell. Were they
Oh,
performing some sort of ritual, or were they just talking?
I only saw them talking. I didn't see anything that looked like a ritual or nothing that I recognized as a ritual. But like I said, the woman disappeared, so I don't know what happened to her. Maybe she was a priestess of Umberly. I don't know.
So I was in Gorgio's game. He had a player drop out, so I popped in and played for a few hours. And I was playing one of his NPCs, or his pre-gens named Lug. It's a Goliath barbarian. His name's Lug. And I don't know. I guess I got possessed by we had a topic earlier about Lug's in there having sex with the girl in the bathtub because she was all hot, but it ends up being like a ghost image, and he gets possessed by the ghost, and then the ghost leaves his body, and he's like, still counts. That he got laid. He still counts. The party lost it. It's hilarious. That's what he means in chat. All right, so yeah, so your characters are a little confused about what the Shahagan were doing down there. You know, if you go question the guards, I mean, that wouldn't take you long for someone to swim down there and ask the guards some questions. You guys want to go as a group, or just one of you, or something want to swim out there?
Hell no,
They
just
do
one of
speak
us.
Aquan. Does anyone else speak Aquan? I can go talk to them if no one else can.
No, I do as well because I speak primordial in all of the dialects, which includes Aquan.
Aquayan. It's Aquayan if it's through the primordial side. It's like Tarche. So the two of you are going?
Yes, I have my mount for 8 hours, so
Plenty of time to
useless
get there
on
and back.
land.
All right, so you guys
but
swim.
There's no
get a
combat,
rest.
so you guys are safe.
Yeah, I'm not putting another
Yeah.
damn map up, so we'll have to do it. Well, I'll use some miniatures over here, and we'll do it on the table. Anyways, you guys swim down there. What's the rest of you guys doing for the few minutes? Anything?
Taking a rest.
Just taking a rest at the. So yeah, let me
Short
push you
rest.
guys a short rest so you guys can utilize that if you want to burn some hit dice or whatever. And you two swim down there, and the guards come out kind of aggressively, you know, like right up to you, and one of them moves forward, and he says in Aquan, "Go away, or we poke with spear."
And is it the same? Are they the same guards that were there before?
They're merfolk on seahorses. You didn't check their ID.
So you're saying they all look exactly the same?
They look like they might got uniform on or
That's
something. You
racist.
don't know. They got like all the same kind of seaweed.
Yeah.
They got a seaweed
Are you
lay.
the same one who was here before? We just wish to ask you a couple questions, and then I will hand the mic to Nystagmus.
He's eating a sea cucumber.
What did we want to ask him?
Looks at you. What are we here for? I just came with you.
See if they knew anything about the woman, about the Sahagin meeting. Do they have Sahagin in there? What type of creatures live in the city?
Oh yeah, all that kind of stuff. All right. Well, let's start and tell them that we encountered some Sahagin out here, and do they know anything about it?
No Shahagin. Shahagin not allowed. Shahagin bad.
Did I ever see the female before she disappeared?
No. Long before you came out there.
But Krell, I assume, told all of us about it, so I'll, kind of describe her to these guards and see if they know anything about her.
One of them nudges the other one. He talk about Irina. Pretty. Yes.
Oh, who is Irina?
She female.
Okay, got it. Thanks. These guys are
Sexy
really
female.
helpful.
Sexy female.
She
Hey,
merfolk or Sahagin?
You don't ask the guy at the front of Walmart if your prescription is ready, you know. They're the cards.
What do we need to do to enter the city? How can we enter the city?
You have permission from leader. The leader. You have to get permission from the priests. I'm trying to find a name.
We have this wand of raisin deceiver we offer as tribute.
What if we do want to make a tribute to Umberly? Can we enter to make that tribute?
You know, priest of Umberly. You go away, we poke with spear. Seems they allow priests of Umberly here.
That wouldn't be me.
Where can we find a priest of Umberly to talk to?
Priest of Umberly inside.
Go get one.
Yeah, can we talk to one? Can one come out and talk to us?
Why?
We want to make a tribute to Umberly.
So they says to one of them, "Go get priest of Umberly, and hurry up."
So I'm going to cast a message so that only Nystagmus can hear. And I will say perhaps we should mention these Illithid spawns that were released into the ocean. It may eventually work its way here so we could offer them, mention it as a threat to the city to allow us interest.
Yeah, good idea. I don't know. Can I can respond with message, can I?
Yes.
So I will respond in acknowledgement.
All right, so not too long later, a priest comes out of Umberly. It's a mere folk priest. He He's got like a rod, and he swims out, and a couple of the guards come with him as he swims out closer to you guys. And he says, "I am Merc. How can I help you?" In common, he
What?
says.
Oh, in common. Well, I will respond in Aquan, hoping to use his own language, and say that we wanted to make a tribute to Umberly, and also to ask him a few questions about some of the things we've seen going on around here recently.
He's like, "We speak outside. Only priests of Umberly allowed inside. Too much money."
That is fine.
Actually, he speaks a little clearer than he doesn't speak like the other guys. He's like, "There's too much money involved and blah, 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 blah." Looking you guys over, heavily armored two individuals, right? They're heavily equipped, I should say. A sorcerer and a mage, right? One
Yep.
of them's on a
Yes.
mount. The other one probably looks pretty baller, I would think. Yeah. He says, "Ask away. What is your questions? There was some commotion earlier, but when we came out, we saw the backs of Shahagans swimming away. Or the guards did, anyways."
Yes, we got into a fight with the Sahagin, and we took care of that threat. But we wanted to ask you if you knew anything about the Sahagin in the area, why they may have come here.
"We don't know why they have come here. We would have preferred they not."
What about this woman that the guards said it was Arena, and I'll describe her again for him.
Her name is actually Malati. Malente Elanquar. He says, "What of her?"
Well,
She-
we saw her speaking with the Sahagin.
Ah, interesting. We will deal with her.
Can you give us, some idea who she is, at least?
She is of Merfolk.
Do you know if she is a citizen of this city? Does she live here?
Well, this isn't actually the city. This is just a temple. The city's over there, and they point. He points like out further. Or actually,
Is she a priestess of of Umberly?
she is a worshipper of Umberly. Yeah, basically. She's not a priest, though. She's a merfolk. Marbania, you didn't scare the crap out of me because I don't have that shit turned up, but thank you for the subscription, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll go ahead and tell him not everything, of course, but that we had also encountered just tell him a little bit about like the mind flayers that we saw, and that we think there might be more out in the ocean, and there's a chance they could come this way, just to give him a potential warning.
Okay, and he, when you get opened up with some information like that, he tells you that he will pass information along to his leaders, and they will then approach Lady, what's her face?
I'm going to give
Lady
him.
Silverhand, Hilarial Silverhand. So the leaders will talk.
Excellent. Thank you.
So I'm going to give him a handful of coins, 10 gold and 3 silver.
He
This
says,
is
he
perhaps
says,
to help the cause of Umberly.
he says, I cannot take that from you. You have to deposit it into the hole. So you throw it into the hole.
Okay, so I'll put it in the
Umberly's
hole.
blessing will be upon you then.
Nystagmus, what is your character's race?
Triton.
Trident.
Triton.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw in. I don't know. We'll say 200 gold. I'll pull out 200 gold, throw it down the hole.
They all look at it like, holy crap! It's so the way the temple works, just so you guys can get a general idea, is down in this cave. There's actually a current, and as the coins get close, you can see that they're getting pulled in, like just past where the seahorses and stuff kind of roam. The coins drift down, and then they start getting sucked into this hole and down into this cave that's dark. You know, you can't really see in it. And you feel good about yourself. 200 gold to the hole in the ground. You're like,
Well,
and you get
Nystagmus, he's
you get
not
some
really a
prayers.
worshiper. He's not a worshiper of Umberly, but he has respect for Umberly, coming from the ocean.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that goes on inside there. So as you guys both start to swim away, you notice that you feel a little faster in the water.
Whoa.
So your swim speed
Nice.
has increased to 30, and are you breathing water, or are you holding your breath? I know Nystagmus can breathe water. What about Ember?
Amber is holding his breath, and he's getting close to the end now.
So suddenly you feel like air coming into your neck, like you have gills on your neck.
Nice.
You.
So
Now,
does Nystagmus, but you don't notice his.
my
So, yeah,
swim
you-
speed was already 30. So does it go up higher than that?
I know. You gain a swim speed of 30, and you can breathe water for an hour.
Ah, dang it.
Nice.
I'll give you an extra hour since you did so much gold.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. What else can I give you? That's what you get when you dump the shit in there. And there's some shit that gathers up the stuff in there. And so what you're going to end up finding out in Waterdeep is tonight you guys, where would you guys stay the night? Are you staying the night in Waterdeep? Are you exploring and researching a little more? Or do you guys have pressing matters elsewhere?
Now, we found out that Baldur's Gate was already attacked, correct?
You have not found out that yet. Your characters do not know that yet because you're swimming around in the harbor.
So we probably
that would
want to.
be my boat. Get to Baldur's Gate or find out. how they're doing, if they've been attacked yet.
Yeah, I think if we can get there today, even, right, guys? I mean, I know we're a little bit down on spell slots and things, but I think we should get there as soon as we can.
I'm good
I
to
agree.
go.
So what are you guys going to start swimming out the harbor, or?
Let's go find those Harpers again. See if they can't teleport us down there.
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah,
get to Baldur's
just
Gate.
to be clear, if Nystagmus didn't already, I'll mention the Sahagin had been acting strange. They may be under the control of these Elithas as well. So keep that in mind. And when he said he would tell his leaders, is he referring to the people of the city, or do we need to go talk to them as well?
The leaders of the underwater city.
Okay, good.
It's called Terraquin or something like that. I forget the name of it. Ew. This guy really got into this. I mean, whew. So much stuff. I mean, he's got the yawning portal. But you guys are gonna make your way back up to the Castle Waterdeep? Is that your plan?
Harper's. Gotta try to find the Harpers.
Well, you don't have permission from anyone to use the teleportation circle, so the Harpers send you away.
So yeah, we'll go to the castle.
I mean, you
and see if
can,
we can't
because you
clear that.
teleported here, you can find that. Well, it would be a little hunt actually to find it again, but
So yeah, I think we need to go up to the castle and get permission so that we can teleport down.
so as you guys get up to the castle and you get in and you get out of some of your armor or whatnot because you've been dragging it around most of the day. Lady Silverhand comes to the quarters where you guys are, like the guest wing, as you guys get in, and she says, "I have news that I'd like to share with you. Do you mind if I come in?"
Absolutely not. Let me clear you off a place to sit.
She says, "We have reports from Baldur's Gate was attacked this evening as well." Let's see. A large force of Shahagins attacked and captured many people and drug them into the water. But there was also an attack on a tower in Baldur's Gate. Flamesinger, he's a wizard of sort, I suppose. Radmazith Flamesinger. And she says, he seems to be missing.
That was the name from the map, right?
It is.
So
And
an
give me
aboleth, a
a
conch, and a person.
give me a history check. Nystagmus.
Oh gosh.
So you remember when you were a kid, you you were from a city called Mythnanter, underwater city, and you used to wander around outside the city testing your powers. Because, sorcerers, they were looked a little suspicious, kind of. So you couldn't just go blasting everything. So you had to learn kind of out on your own. And you came across this very, very old Triton. And you'd run into him every now and then. Pretty senile and ancient back then. And this, how old is your character? This is like when you were a kid, so.
Oh yeah, he's not very old. Early 20s, I think.
So, when you're like 14 or, 12 or 14, so 10 years ago or more or so, that you remember this Triton named Kyros, and he used to talk about a wizard on the mainland named Rasmirus. Now that you heard that wizard name from, you think maybe Baldur's Gate, but you don't remember that for sure. But this Kyros, the last you heard, liked to hang out in a place called Candle Keep. So that's kind of what you remember about Ramazith. Ramazith. Not like Remedies in the chat. Mine's easy, Drake.
Remedies.
Remedies. So, Lariel Silverhand, she tells you about the attack on Baldur's Gate. And what else did you guys need to know from her?
Does she have a way we can get down there quickly?
Well, she doesn't see a reason that you need to go to Baldur's Gate. But she can make those arrangements for you. She's just curious as why you want to go to Baldur's Gate. The attack happened.
Well, I think with the other attacks, we would at least like to go down there and investigate it in person. See if we can pick up some information that might help us gain more details on why these attacks happened and what their end goal was.
And she says, you will be no good to anyone without rest. We can tend to that in the morning. Please.
That's fair.
Please stay here,
Does she know-
rest. Go ahead.
Does she know how he was kidnapped?
She
Taken
doesn't
away
know
in a
the
ship,
details.
or-
She doesn't know the details. No. I mean, she could find out if you guys want, but or you guys can teleport down there and ask questions.
Gotta get a rest. I agree with her.
Yeah, they're investigating right now. So by morning, they should have their investigation well underway and things documented. She tells you when you get to Baldur's Gate, you're going to seek out the leader of the Flaming Fists. That guy, what's his name?
Hong Kong
I don't know
Fooey.
his name. Grand Duke Ravengard. Come on, guys, help me out here. Ravengard. Descent into Avernus. You guys rescued him.
He wasn't one of those that we killed? I can't remember.
No, he had the helmet on, you remember?
Yeah, we just kill everything.
He was
come
friendly.
across.
You didn't kill the friendly guy. You saved him.
Oh, he was the one going crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember him now.
She tells you got to talk to him. So, I'm going to push you guys a long rest. All right? You good?
Sounds good.
Long rest and level up. Because now everything actually comes into play. All right, let's see if while you're here. All right, so Lady Silverhand suggests that we're talking to you guys that you had discussed going to Luskin and meeting with the 5 high captains to get information from them, and she agrees that that's a good idea, and she also provides you with a Lord's Alliance emblem and tells you that ship Souljack, and I'll give you guys a quest for this so you don't have to take notes. I'll remember. Make a quest for this. See, I'll watch this part of the stream and when I'm running my Sunday game, I haven't been recording it, and I totally get mad that I didn't record it because I like, what the hell happened? I gotta go back. Ship Souljack is under the command of Captain Dagmere, and they're responsible for the control of piracy in Luskin in the area. So, you know, that's your person that you probably really should check with about the piracy and stuff and what's going on. So they'll answer questions to the Lord's Alliance emblem anyways, you know. So another train tracks to Luskin. I don't know. Hoo-hoo! But nothing seems to be like, you gotta be there now, you know. Like when you're up in there, when you sail up in there or whatever.
Yeah,
And
we were pushing it.
so you also get report back. Uthveras Shlantri is the leader of the Sea Elves that control the city underneath Waterdeep. And the leader is now certain now that there is a Melenti Merfolk, or the female Merfolk, that had infiltrated within her ranks. And with your description, they've captured her and questioned her. And the city's name is Tharqualinar underneath Waterdeep. Tharqualinar. The leader says that after using some very strong divination on the Malatai, the female fish girl, they discovered that there was a conch that the Shahagan were after. And there's apparently an entire society on the surface that
Parrot
was
heads.
trying to acquire this. And it was supposed to be here when the Shahagan came. And she was going to allow them to take it. But I don't think they know. I don't think she knows what you guys know, though, right? Hey, what's up, T-Nomad? How's it going? So you guys have some information that the Sea Elf doesn't know. You know how you guys got the conch. You know, they don't know that. They just know that there was supposed to be a conch here. So they don't. She doesn't. The Sea Elf doesn't give you any indication that they know that you have the conch.
That's good to know they can't magically sense it or something.
Right. But the Sea Elf, she does thank you for protecting the temple and possibly more of the city from the Shahagan. And she brought some treasure for you guys. Some thank you.
Wow.
So she gives you more water breathing and stuff, but a cap of water breathing, another cloak of the manta ray, and a ring of water walking for you guys. So I'm gonna put that on party sheet for you. And ID it. So, you know, you guys already have, you could sell it, it's fine.
Ember, you can take that cloak.
What's the ring do? While wearing this ring, you can stand and move across any liquid surface if it was solid ground. Huh. Decent. And
I've
she
been waiting on
invites
that resin
you
to
when
see
you have
whether-
time to visit the sunken city.
Sea elves are usually pretty. That standoffish, that secluded.
Yeah, they had this as a skill challenge to find out who she was, but you saw her, you know? So that's what
That's
happened
the
is,
same hooker that Krell saw, right?
yeah, yeah. She also tells you that Elanquar said that under threat of death, that the pirate attacks are being organized by Sea King Tendrix, a pirate king from the Nelthur Islands.
Do we know anything about him?
You know he's the leader of a little organization called the Black Armada. And it's huge. The Black Armada is. And I took it upon myself. It says that it's a Black Armada. It's a black, a skull with tentacles surrounding it on a black background. A red skull with tentacles surrounding it on a black background is the flag of the ship. So, you know, it didn't give me a picture, so I made one. Here you go.
That's cool.
Hail Hydra.
I was thinking the same thing.
Exactly.
Where's Captain America?
Right? Hail Hydra. I can picture the Sea King Cactus with the red skull thing too, right? He's like, that's the way I'm envisioning this guy. I haven't even looked at his character sheet yet, so. All right, so a little bit. Any questions? Has she?
So, would Scuzzer know this Black Armada? Is it worse than Callus?
Oh yeah, Callus is like
Small
a
fish.
chihuahua compared to, you know, a pack of wolves. That's the difference.
I thank you for these items.
Though Callus could be a member.
But if he was a member, would I know?
You don't think he was?
Do all the members fly the flag?
No, it's kind of a only members know that members are members. It's like Hydra kind of.
Didn't
They
know the
don't
secret
they don't
sign.
fly the flag
I've
unless
never
they're
seen Callus fly that flag.
right. You never seen the flag flown, so then you're a pirate. But you gathered some information about it. That's how you know what it looks like. Be warned, some of these encounters are designed to test the party's leadership and tactical skills. Nice. Those characters who don't exercise some degree of caution will likely perish. I like when the authors write that in there. Yeah, there are some things that are just like. All right. So, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate. Is that where you're off to? Morning teleport. Blah. All right. So
Yep.
in Baldur's Gate, the bay of the river. Baldur's Gate is built on the bay of the river Jonthar on the Sea of Swords. The Sea of Swords? No, on the Sword Coast. Is it Boo Boo? Is the bustling city of Baldur's Gate a flourishing harbor city home to tens of thousands in an ideal location for trading goods from locations to the west and the Sea of Swords, inland, up the river, and along the coast. The city is split into 3 sections, the upper city, the lower city, and the outer city. The upper city stands atop a great hill and is filled with noble families of the patriarchs. What was that bitch's name that you guys took out? And Duke, whatever. The upper city stands atop the great hills filled with noble family picture. The ruling class. Many of these families have wealthy merchants within the ranks. They control the trade in the city. The lower cities backs onto the gray harbor filled with honest Baldarians who keep the city functioning. So that's kind of where you guys have to make your way down to, because that's where the attack took place. You probably wouldn't be teleported into the lower city. I don't think the Harpers would have a lower city, so they would probably have something in the outer city, which is pretty scummy. So you guys got to make your way into through the gates and down to the harbor. You see orders maintained by the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company. And you can easily get directions to where Duke Uldar Ravengard is. He's in that big keep, the Flaming Fist Keep. And you immediately, as you make your way through the streets and stuff, you see a lot of gang members, a lot of underhanding deals being done. You know, the streets are damp and very fog-filled, and even during the day, there's dark areas and dark alleyways. And you can see up in the upper city, because it's up on the hill, that it's like manicured lawns, trimmed hedges, and it's just totally opposite of the lower city. And in the lower cities, you're going to come across, you know, noise and foul-smelling places like tanneries and loud smithies and
Bitty bag of donuts.
yeah, outside the city where you guys came in, there was another little city walled in, and they call that Little Kalamashan. And it's a very like Kalashite city refugees took up there years ago and built a whole city. So it's like Chinatown, but Kalashite town. So you guys, you know, there's places around the Sea Tower of Baldarian is the nautical fortification it's in the bay of the city. It's a armory for the Flaming Fists. The Elsong Tavern is a place in town that is pretty famous. People go, adventurers go there. The Counting House is a place where you can buy and sell goods, including magical items. They do have some magical items to.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
And you can take out loans there.
That's called the what?
The Counting House.
Counting house.
hmm
Yeah, I'm interested in buying something if I can.
And let's see what else. Oh. There's a temple, the Water Queen, a shrine to Umberly, the Bitch Mother, Goddess of the Sea. It's a pretty big temple here.
Squall would probably, need to go. At least,
The
I mean, he's
biggest,
in Baldur's Gate. He needs to visit the temple.
yeah, one of the biggest structures you see and unique looking is the High Hall of Wonders, which is it honors Gond. So Boren would love this place, but
Been there.
it's a museum. It's filled with all kinds of craft and designs from past century. You know, like a Smithsonian of Gandhi stuff. There's another place called Three Old Kegs. It's a tavern that's lavish and plush booths and gaming tables, and for they serve bottles of wine for 25 gold, and it's nice. It's a nice place. So, what else are you guys gonna do? You make your way down to the harbor. You ask some questions around, and what do you guys want to know?
So we need to find out about the attack? What do we know about it so far? Did it happen at the docks again?
Yeah, it happened at the docks. Here, let me bring up. Oh, wow, I got a ton of shit open. That's a little separate little click here. So, Sea Spawn attacked. What the hell are Sea Spawn? Sea Spawn. Let's see. Volos. Some weird shit usually from Volos, huh? Many stories sung as sea shanties and passed on as tales in dockside taverns tell of people lost to the sea but not merely drowned and gone. So, oh. Some sea spawn.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of sea spawn attacked. And, yeah, it was a couple of ships actually, and they actually fired upon the fort with ballistas and a cannon. So It was a cold and clear night in Baldur's Gate. Bright stars picked the firmament above, casting their eons-old light down upon the city. Suddenly, the silence is shattered by the tolling of a bell. As we looked out to sea, we witnessed the unimaginable. Rising from beneath the waves are 3 ships. Their ripped sails and barnacle-covered prows break the surface of the water with a roar as the vessels crash into the harbor. The crew are horrifying aberrations, neither man nor fish, but some unfathomable symbiosis of the two. Screaming with laughter while it's leaning over the deck of the lead ship is a humanoid with glistening purple skin covered in suckers with a tentacle for a tongue. His insane cackling ceases for a moment as he bellowed, "Behold the Black Armada!" All 3 ships flew the flag, a red skull surrounded by tentacles on a black field. The 2 smaller ships smashed into the docks, and the crew leapt out onto the streets of the lower city. Another ship, named the Sunken Doom, fires at Tower Baldarian. While the fight was going on, another group of cultists stormed Rathmus Tower, and he was taken away.
Who was he? Did he hold a position in the city?
He was the wizard. They point to the tower.
Somebody's trying to save something.
So did the attack continue after they got this guy, or did they just take?
Well,
this
they
guy
got
and
some.
leave?
They captured some, people and put them on the things and drug them in the water with them. But no, once the reports that came back and the investigation that took place said that once the wizard was taken, then they left the way they came back, the way they came in.
Below the waves.
Yep.
So these sea folk did the same thing that the Sahagin did.
Yep, they raided the city and for a purpose, a plan. They had a plan, which is, pretty amazing that you could put this kind of coordination together, even within, 10 days, these specific attacks on 3 different cities, planned out for whatever bigger picture you guys don't know, kill a
Well,
So
let's see. They needed 3
in
things.
Neverwinter, it was kill a aboleth underneath a church. You don't get that, right?
Unless they needed something from
And
the aboleth.
Waterdeep was get a conch that's got a genie in it. And the third was capture a wizard in Baldur's Gate.
So they got 2 of the 3 things they wanted.
They needed magic. They needed this genie for whatever reason. And something from the aboleth.
But why that specific wizard?
Let's
Good
go to his
question.
tower.
Do I remember from any of the stories that I heard about this wizard, like anything specific that would make me think, oh, that might be why they're after him?
No, you don't remember any of the stories. You just the name now. Wizard prompted the name, and you remember that your old friend mentioned he used to visit a wizard, and that was his name. But my friend Rasmir on the Land Dweller in Baldur's Gate used to tell me, that kind of. Did you guys get cleaned up in the party sheet? Pull all that what you want out, and let's split up some gold.
I put some
Well, if
items
nobody
in
minds,
Chip's hold.
I would like to get that ring of water walking thing.
Yeah.
There's a cap of water breathing in there.
I can breathe water.
There's a couple of potions of healing.
That waking bolt, somebody should grab, maybe even Squall, just in case, so we have it on hand.
I'm grabbing the potions of healing just so that. Oh, did somebody grab the other one?
Oh, I grabbed it. I can put it back.
No, that's fine.
Right.
I'm just. I got 5 of them, so I just hate seeing them go. I don't
I mean,
think
if
anybody
anything,
can just-
I'd hold on to the cap.
Oh, I'm
just as a
sorry. I
backup
didn't mean to
in
push
case-
that to you that big, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Just shoved it in your face. Here you go. So there's the map that came with the module of Baldur's Gate. I tell you, what is it? The Heroes of Baldur's Gate module. That one is nice. I used that one for the primer for Descent into Avernus. When
Oh,
you
yeah?
get, that's a good Baldur's Gate stuff. I mean, this is good for what it is, but so I'm just gonna give you some quick. B2 is the Sea Tower of Baldarian. B1 is the Commerce Bay or the harbor. B6 is the Temple of Umberlee, the Water Queen's house. Number 7 is the High House of Wonders. Number 8 is the High Hall, or where the Grand Dukes are at, where you would find Duke Ravengard. And the Counting House is in the lower city. It's right by the docks. It's number B5. So they do sell stuff there, but you also might think they get money other ways too. And then up in the upper city, you have B11 is the wide. It's during the day. It's the upper city's off limits at night. You're not even allowed to go in there unless you live there, or you're a guard or whatever. And even the Flaming Fists don't patrol up there because all the nobles have their own guards. They have their own people that guard their own and then they have their own guard force that guards the walls and everything up there. The City Watch does that. But during the day, you can go up there, and the wide is what it's called, is B11, is a huge open space and ancient oaks and stuff are up there. So it used to be a large market, but now they've turned it into more of a, like a internal garden kind of enclave,
Park.
kind of emerald enclave kind of place. You know what I mean? So I know none of you guys are emerald enclaves, but that's kind of where they would be. And number 12 is a low-class tavern in the northeast of the city. It's kind of fishy. People like to go there because it has mermaids. There's a big mermaid in the middle of the place when you come in, and it's also an inn. So just giving you the rundown. And B10, right up here, is Ramazith's Towers. It's a spiraling blue and red tower, 4 stories tall. Looks somewhat like a lighthouse. It's in the north of the upper city. The tower belongs to Ramzith Flamesinger, a sage who is rumored to be over a century old, whose expert lies in marine life. He's rumored to be a font of knowledge, and he's also a notorious womanizer. And he's been rumored to be very greedy. Lots of sea captains bring him treasure from their travels.
So I wonder if it was a treasure that he had that they wanted, or was it his marine knowledge?
I'm guessing his knowledge, because they took him, not just ransack the place.
Right.
I wonder if he left any books or studies behind that can be read.
Well, I'd say we all like to hit B5 there, the counting house. Maybe, I don't know. Are we in a hurry? Are we in a hurry from here? I mean,
Well, the attack
night,
already happened, so it's
Right.
not too much of a hurry. Other than
So a night at the inn, a little carousing.
Well, you guys just got to Baldur's Gate in the morning. You spent the night in
Okay.
Waterdeep in the castle, and now you're
Cool.
teleported down
All
here in
right.
the morning. So yeah, you get all day if you want to do anything. I mean, it takes you a little while to get your bearings and make your way through. Baldur's Gate is a packed city. Everything's carried by manpower. There's no horses allowed inside of Baldur's Gate. So if something gets transported, like let's say people bring in a shipment of goods, they all get carried out to the outside gates. That's where those small cities have developed out there. That's where you would hire wagons or horses or whatever outside the city to then transport further.
There's just porters all over the place.
There's
just
porters
constantly
everywhere,
packing
and the
stuff.
streets are packed and tight, and so it's hard to get around. It takes a while. You got to kind of walk in line. A lot of places, narrow streets. The upper city, you don't have any problems getting around. Big open roads and pavement, no problem. But down near the docks, and see how tight some of those streets can be. So, and you guys were down there investigating the harbor and the attack, and you got the story. But when you make your way to Rasmus Tower, it's under guard by Flaming Fists.
Where's the spokesperson of the crowd? Get us past these guys.
They're like, no entry per order of Flaming Fists. They show their badges.
Don't we have the insignia that she gave us? Gust of wind.
You gave her. You're going to show your Lord's Alliance emblem to the Flaming Fist. They're going to be like, that's pretty. You need one of these, though. Shows you his Flaming Fist badge.
That's nice, but it's not one of these.
Yeah.
Well, Scuzzer's got a bad reputation. He can't talk his way into anything. He can talk his way out of it.
Well,
So when he shows here the Stagma shows him the things, like, and Ember will say, "I'm sorry. Remember, you gave it to me, and I'll dig out one of my scrolls." And as I'm digging in my backpack with my back turned to them, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion on the scroll and have the writing be in primordial, and with the seal of the flaming fist on the bottom. And I'll open it up and hand it to Nystagmus. This is what was given to us, allowed us entry into the tower. And I'm talking to Nystagmus.
And yeah, I'll pass it over to them. Or not pass it over, but just kind of like hold it up like I don't actually want them, you know.
Yeah, so one of
expecting.
the guards like looks at it and says, looks it over, says, "This is pretty good fake." Hands it back to you. I rolled a 16. What's your spell DC?
Yeah, second I'm looking.
Probably 15 or 16. That's what I'm guessing. So that's why I said it. It's a pretty good fake.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. So he looks it over and says, "That's a pretty good fake." Hands it back. "You're going to need something a little better than that." Taps his pouch. Taps his pouch on the side of him.
I say to Ember, no, you gave me the fake one. Give me the other one.
So I'll dig out 30 gold. Oh, you mean this one?
Yep, that's the one.
Did the captain come by here and tell us we have to go report somewhere? Didn't he? And the other guy's like, "Yeah, he did." And they take the 30 gold and they leave. 30 gold.
Nice.
All right, so Rasmus Tower is where we're gonna start next time. Let me
Sweet.
oops. This did include a handy dandy little a little map, which there we go. Cool. So Rasmus Tower is got 4 levels, and we'll go over that as you enter the strange tower and find that the antechamber is filled almost entirely by a huge saltwater tank stocked with corals and seaweed. Swimming around the aquarium are a dozen ray-like creatures. Their eyes gleam with sinister intelligence. Din din din. And that's where we're going to stop. Fun. All right, stream. We're going to get out of here. It's our time. It's our time. But we will be back next Tuesday. Same time, same bat channel. This Thursday on Marbania's channel, we're going to be playing Deadlands, and I'm playing in his Deadlands. I'm playing Timmons.
Pew, pew.
And on Friday, Veneric is DMing Curse of Strahd, also on Marbania's channel, and I'm a player in that one. And then Saturday over on Rob2E's stream, we've got a couple of players from this table are playing, and I'm DMing Descent into Avernus. Yeah, that one's been pretty fun too. And then Sunday I do an off stream, and we're back here on Tuesday. So that's it, guys. Say bye to everyone in chat. I really appreciate all you guys hanging out. A lot of viewers tonight. Maybe because
Bye, chat.
of the new Tabletop RPG Network. I don't know. This is the first official one, I think. It
think
should
it
be
is first official,
broadcasting.
yeah.
I didn't check out how to see if it's broadcasting, but a
Well, I
lot
had
of
to,
familiar
stop.
faces out there,
Yeah.
which we like. We like our buddies.
Yeah.
So say goodbye, and let's see. Is there somebody we can raid?
Thanks for all your hard work, Drake. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Thanks, Drake.
appreciate you
Good
guys.
job.
Yeah. Thanks.
As
No.
always.
Always fun. Always fun on your table.
Let's go hit up not host. Raid. Let's go hit up. Oh, he's not raiding anymore. He's not playing anymore. I must have missed him.
I see roll for fun. I
Is he-
see.
Is he still? Oh yeah, he's still. Okay, let's go roll. Let's go raid Joey. So stick around a little bit. We're gonna
Joey.
raid Joey. You can say hi. Check out. He's actually running Unity, but he's not using it to its full extent. But he is using line of sight and stuff, and I think he's got it on now. So stick around. Check out Joey for a little bit and say hi. All right, here we go. I hit the raid button. What's happening?
Night Bell. Bella Muerte 66.
So as we get ready to eat at some point that night, I'll explain I have invisibility and Lehman's tiny hut, water breathing ritual. So if we ever need any of those rituals, the water breathing lasts for 24 hours up to 10 people. I know all of us have items right now, but if we ever lose them or don't have
That's
them.
handy.
Yeah.
So, and invisibility. If we just never really needed it so far, but
An
those in the
invisible
back of your mind.
flying bird. That should get the drop on everybody.
An invisible blind bird?
Flying.
Invisible flying bird.
Oh, flying.
So I'm not
Okay.
making footsteps. I'm just up in the air. Can't see me.
And I'll cast haste on you.
All right,
and you
there it
can
goes.
attack next
Finally.
Hell
time.
yeah.
They just feel a slight breeze, and then
There we
all of a
go.
sudden they're a pincushion.
Now, if you excrete waste on them, is that considered an attack? Or if you were to drop some fuzzy balls on them from the Sagimus's bag of critters?